Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Suman1. It's me Stuart, and today I'm gonna make another book review. Today, the title of this book is Summer Sundays. Almost 12 years old, Sunday Fowler is in the middle of a middle child, and it's absolute worst. Her sisters say she's too young, her brothers say she's too old, and her parents remember the dog's name more often than they remember hers, which is absolutely terrifying. But being left at the gas station is the final straw. Sunday is going to make sure she's never forgotten again. And she discovers a mysterious package in the basement of the library she's helping fix up. She might have figured out how, but can she track down the baby famous owner before her siblings steal the spotlight again? Well, this has many people having many reviews. As you can see at the back, many people have been saying, "Oh, a contemporary story with the feeling of classic, certain to stand out." Well, that's a pretty nice review. Alright, back to the story. It was a rather dark day for Sunday. She had been left in a gas station, forgotten, and her parents only remembered her name when they needed her help. This wasn't fun. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't fun or easy at all, as I repeat. Like, could she track down the most famous author of this manuscript that she just got a few days ago? Maybe. But it's really interesting to see what had been there. Sunday had been working all day at the library, and it was just so tiring for her. But she was going to come back eating mac and cheese. Well, that was her comfort food, and it's also my comfort food. It happened to be. It wasn't easy, and Sunday didn't like it, but she knows she was doing this for something, for having some spotlight in the city. She wanted to think maybe she could ride a unicycle and deliver newspapers, and she could be in the newspaper. But she thought, no, that a unicycle is the last thing my mom would ever give me, she said. So she thought again, and this time she thought, well, maybe the city maybe there's a lake, and I can swim that lake and I'd be in the newspapers. A flashing headline flashed in her mind. Wonderful 12-year-old first to swim gigantic, dark, murky lake. Well, that sure was an interesting topic. But was she going to do that? Nah, it was going to be too hard for her. As she kept saying, she wanted to do many things, but some things were just too hard for her, as she thought. And anyway, as I said, some things were too hard for her, so she thought to do maybe something else. Maybe something else achievable, because this was rather unachievable for her. If this was too difficult, she thought. Well, not for the Fowlers. The Fowlers were the name of her family, and it had been a good name so far. So far, so good. But her brother had been causing the family name to go into some disruptions, because sometimes her brother had got into much mischief, and this mischief, for example, was nailing the window shut, and doing many unimaginable things. And I said, "Oh, it's almost 5 minutes since I've been talking about this. Well, I think we should focus more on the book and do that." As we see how her family is very annoying, and her older sisters always say she's too young. Well, not anymore, because she was about to steal Spotlight. First, she thought of a plan, and finally she got one. She had been rummaging through the library and had found an old manuscript. This manuscript was interesting to her. But there was just one thing. This manuscript was written by a famous author. And this author was a famous worldwide author, which had been born in the city that they had just moved in. So, a lot of you might think, oh well, this is just coincidence. Isn't so much after all, but no, it wasn't just any coincidence. It wasn't coincidence. She thought that maybe she was destined to be a person, a hero. A lot of headlines had flashed in her mind, and she thought she had got one. But trouble arose. First, she found out that there was an old man who was very fierce, and this might hinder her from finding and getting her Spotlight. This might be the end of her special adventure. But did it stop her? No. Did she say that she gave up? No. She kept going and going. Now, wait for the second part. And stay tuned. And make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and get notified to all